Hi, cat. Oh, I know. I love you too. I love my caca. Hello, everyone. I'm just getting something here. I had it pulled over. And I got my cat. I got my pusher. Everybody should see Mr. Cat. All right. He's a really big cat. I want to wait until there's some people here. I'm an avid exerciser. I exercise about 2 hours a day. I do it because it keeps the good endorphins in, and I can feel good about myself. So I went to the coalition, and I thought it was great. I mean, they're really nice people. They really are. They really are a nice bunch of people. But I've been slowly gaining about 2 pounds a week or a month. I've been gaining about 2 pounds a month. And I don't know, I'm like, where in the hell is this weight going? So I starved myself pretty much, and I shouldn't do that. But I'm like, well, I'm getting a freaking stomach, and I'm getting it's like a wave almost, where I can eat the wallpaper type thing is what my dad used to say. You get so hungry you can eat the wallpaper, right, cat? I could put the chair right next to you. You could sit right next to mommy. So I bought this a while back because I was curious. I heard that they're pretty good for even a $10 price. They're pretty good. See, you do the last heartbeat. It does the last heartbeat thing. You can't really see. Let me just. It's just the digital thing. See, this is a digital thing. Trying to figure out. Okay, you can't show. See, there's no way. There's no numbers going on here. See, there's nothing. There's no numbers. You can't put it on something an object. See, it's weird. Put it on these. It's weird. It's like, wow. You could do the air. Oh, you can finally see it. Okay. So I thought it was weird, So I went and bought one and been playing with it. And it's done some weird stuff. If you don't touch it for a while, it's very accurate. But they're really not. I don't know what to say, but that if you ever move out west, expect that your healthcare system will be 50 to 75% less of what you want. That means you'll go into a place and you'll be waiting 3 to 4 hours hoping that you get it. It's like 20 years behind the time. When my son was about 7 or 8, I used to go to Detroit Mercy and get lots of better health care than what's out here in the best places out west. And I kid you not. See, there's nothing. I just cleared it. And it's like weird. Woo. So it shows all kinds of weird stuff. I'm like, wow. I asked them why they will not give me an ultrasound, because in Michigan, they say it's safer to have ultrasounds, and they do that first because it's safer. So here, you go out here, they're like, hey, x-ray, we don't want to kill you quick. So here, when you go, if you live back east, 6 months out of the year. Get your health care done there because when you come here, it's like you just hope to God you don't get sick. Because I'm like asking them, I said, there's something going on in my ovaries, and it's not what you're telling me because beats. And I'm going, what the fuck? Are you just like, trying to hide something? I would like to know what's going on with my body. So now I'm like sitting there thinking, well, this is not accurate what I consider if you're going to put it on your knee and get a heartbeat of 100. But my friend says, she said if you get close to where the heartbeat is of the baby, she was like, if you put it on an inanimate object, like I could put it on the air and it does it. So, I don't know if you have to like take the things off and go, okay, we reset it. Okay, we reset it. I guess this is the reset point. All right, and you turn it on. And if you put it on here, nothing. There's nothing. I reset it. All right, we're going to test it out. It's reset, nothing. So I reset it. She told me to reset it. She said, if you reset it. So I'm like, I'm still getting weird shit. And it freaks me out because I'm like, wow, this is really weird. Look. And I said, this is electronic shit. And it's getting this. So, I'm like, is this a joke to somebody? I get absolutely no help from anybody here as a medical field. They are as dumb as a box of rocks. You pray to God that they can actually use the brains instead of going, so what kind of opiates you want? I'll just write you up a big package. Because that's what they used to do. When I went over to the emergency here, this one guy the doctor wanted to get the number of the woman who was in there and left me in a room for 5 hours with nothing, with not talking to me, nothing. I was in the emergency room for 5 hours. Kid you not. And as I was in there for 5 hours, they didn't check on me, nothing. I'm like, wow. You can hear the guy, hey, and talking to the lady. He gave her enough prescriptions. I think he lost his job, but hey, you didn't hear it from me. That's what kind of place we're working with. We're working with places where when I would go there, I would hope to God to be seen within an hour. In Michigan, if you were to go and say that you spent 5 hours and a doctor didn't see, he would have been disbarred or taken off the thing for a while. Yeah, they were a little more serious in Michigan. Well, and I really don't care to go to the emergency here, which literally the woman did not know how to do a correct, to put it on your arm. It literally, I thought I was going to be painting the room. They don't know, and it hurt every time I moved like a little bit. I was like, oh geez, oh man, oh geez. And it takes me 2 weeks to a month to get over any of their stuff. So I'm like about the Doppler, and I thought, well, this is accurate. So I went and bought it, and it only goes in certain places. Good heartbeat. But maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just like a chemical, a failure. But I'm gaining weight now. I now have, I'm gaining enough to where I notice now. I'm gaining 2 pounds a month, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to just have a spare tire. You know, I have no other. I have nothing else. My breasts don't hurt. I haven't had anything. So I'm thinking I'm having a tubal pregnancy or something going on or anything that would give a false, like heartbeat or something to that. I wanted to talk to a healthcare person that was a female and there was no female there. So I apparently just left and said, I don't want to talk to a man, especially you're going to say that you're a healthcare person and be morbidly obese, I really don't. That is something that I want to talk with someone who doesn't even know how to take care of themselves health wise. Because so I've thought it was weird, you know. Because it's even doing things on here. Oh, I got to go and drop off my Social Security card. I really don't, to be honest, think that it's important to drop it off, but I'm going to do it anyway. Um, I've cut down on eating, and I'm still gaining weight. I'm literally went down to 700 calories, and then I went back, and then I'm like, well, I've lost a couple pounds, and I said I like to keep it at 140. I like to put it in 35 range, and I went and weighed myself. I was 105 and freaked out, and when afterwards went on this big diet Monday and hardly ate anything so I can lose weight. And then I'm like, oh, let me see. I don't want, no. There we go. China, ancestor loaded. Beijing is going under lockdown. What the hell is happening there? Jesus Christ. Yeah, Beijing. Wait, they got like something going on. Let's see how to use the reason why I'm doing this because then you can't hear it on here because I don't want to get in trouble. A lot of people get very ass hurty about shit, and I'm like, yeah, okay, let me put this on for a moment. Oh, it's the same one I have, I think.
Hold on. Why would you purchase these? Wow, look at this. 94% of people believe company culture is important to an organization's success. Frankly, I have no idea what the other 6% are thinking. Usually when people look up ways to improve culture, they look for best practices. And best practices are good, but they're even better when you put them with best principles.
All right, it's my commercial. All right. Hello. I'm trying to listen to this, and because I hate when people do. I want to. All right, this is. Some of these people really need to. Okay, come on. All you do is need to like. So apparently, what I find out is that I'm on my own. And any health you are so fucked. Go Becky's, talk to a real doctor because here I think that they're clowns. They really are. They're like, what? Oh, you don't want opiates? Like they're all bummed. Yeah, it's a problem in the country, opiates and all that, And I said to them, well, I'm gaining weight and I like to know why am I gaining weight by eating nothing? Pretty much I'm eating nothing. And I said, why am I gaining all this weight? I mean, I am gaining a lot of weight. And I said, that's like, going, it's like going out to eat, not eating nothing, but absorbing the food. I don't know what's going on. So I started really pushing to exercise myself. And then I'm like, God, I feel this way. I feel this and this way as if, whatever. And I said, maybe I need to go and what they usually do is when you go to a real doctor and a real gynecologist back east, they will go, God, we really need to see that inner part of everything. We need to do not an x-ray because x-rays don't really show you certain things because you can move like when you do, the ultrasound, it does a lot better and deeper and it shows things. So I have no way to do that because they will not look into it. They want the expensive x-rays with these big machines that look like a big donut and they put you in it. That's how they're doing it. And I'm like, oh wow, I really don't need that. I would just like an ultrasound. They don't do ultrasounds unless you're dying. So I'm like, really? Out here, you got to be like on death's fucking door for them to do ultrasounds? I mean, in Michigan, they're like, ultrasound it, ultrasound it. It's safer. It's better. Ultrasound it, safer. It's better, and you're like, wow. Out here, you fucking hope to God you don't die. It's like, God, please help that I don't die. So I don't know what's going on inside me, but I'm now getting bigger. And I'm like thinking, so do I go to a doctor and say, so the only way they'll talk to me is if I tell them I want them to take my ovaries out because they only go by age here. They don't go by how your body is aging. All right. You know what I mean? Some people have a 65-year-old body and they're 35. And I can name several people who I know who are my age, who I think who are 75. Yeah. So everyone ages different. And my family, my grandmother, when she passed away, the doctors were all like weirded out because she was still having periods. Yeah, they were all like weirded out, going, "Wow," I'm going, "Oh, you haven't met my family? Oh, you should see my aunts. They look fabulous." I I wanted to talk to a actual human being that was a woman. I just do not feel like talking to a man who I don't think in my sense of feeling that a man who is morbidly obese is going to tell me about health. Oh hell and no. It's not going to be happening. I'm not going to have someone do that. I don't care how nice they are. I'm just going to walk away. I was like floored. Really? So I don't think that as that, but I'm like, well, I guess you would say my blood, I guess you'd say zits, and I are getting heartbeats now, and I'm like, wow, this is unusual here. I'm getting heartbeats, and hey, doctor, I can hear with a stethoscope and hear heartbeats. Can we do a ultrasound? Well, I gotta get a new something or other. So let's see. We'll put you in that big old donut because you don't want to go there, and it's going to not give you any answers. And I'm as dumb as fuck. And that's the majority of the doctors here. They will not tell you what's going on. They will not let you know what's going on. They are dumb as fuck. Go back east and get your medicine, because let me tell you this: when you come here to Pahrump, or no, when you come to the West Coast, you get the worst medical ever, unless you go to Loma Linda. Loma Linda is the only place, but even then, you're like, oh, hoping. And that's how it is in when you're dealing with the medicine out west. And I still can't get over it. And I'm like, I do tons of sit-ups, I do walking, I do this, and I am like, really? I could see it if I was like having an eat-a-thon and not doing any exercises, but I walk a lot and I exercise, and I'm like, well, I'm still gaining weight now. I'm started to gain weight, and I'm like, so I got back pain. I have never had breast tenderness or anything like that so far. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. And I'm trying to come out and say, what can I do health wise in order to get a ultrasound? So I'm going to say I'm in pain. I would like an ultrasound. We've done x-rays. So I'm going to call my doctor now and have a little talk, and you're going to hear it, because I'm so tired of not getting any proper health, anything. And to say, hey, I was listening with a stethoscope and I thought I heard some heartbeats. I don't know what's going on. And I really, really think I was told to go, and the emergency said, go to an OBGYN. And I go, why should I go to an OBGYN? And he said, you really need to go to an OBGYN. The doctor told me before I left about 5 times to go to an OBGYN. He said, they will answer my questions. So I am going to talk to my doctor and say, hey, you know what? I was told when I went to the emergency to go to an OBGYN. Why? I have no idea why. But let me see. I don't want Desert View. I would never go back. I was there for hours, and I know they do stuff, but when they did my line for here, it hurt so bad. It was like, because you're working on a little vein, it just hurt like a motherfucker. It really did. All right, let me go here. Oh, they got ageless men's health, but they have nothing here. No. All right, they got healthcare partners. I think that's what this is. All right.
Thank you for calling Intermountain Healthcare, the Pahrump MOB location. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For referrals, press 1. For billing, press 2. For radiology and diagnostics, press 3. To make an appointment or to speak with the caring staff member, press 4. For out. Before you are connected to a caring staff member, would you like to participate in a brief post-call survey? Please select 1 for yes or 2 for no. Please hold while we connect your call to the first available agent. Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance. Please stay on the line and we'll be back in just a moment. Thank you for calling Intermountain Healthcare. This is Christine. How can I help you today?
I was wondering if I can get. I wanted to tell you. I was told when I went to the emergency to go see an OBGYN. They would not tell me why, which I thought was really, really, really strange. So I think I might have, they said I didn't have cancer, but I'm like, when you do that, when you send someone to a doctor and you don't tell them, I think that I have cancer. I think I'm dying.
Well, we don't have an OBGYN here.
Oh, is that not a surprise, being that Pahrump's like the freaking old people capital of the world? So where could I go?
Do you have a primary care here that you would like to have refer you somewhere?
I'm like kind of wondering, I do. Could you take my number and find out my name?
Okay. Hold
Okay.
on 1 second.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
What is your name and date of birth?
My name is Stefania Nagel. Do you need my middle name?
No, I just need your date of birth.
All right.
Are you still on Isaac Street?
Yes, I am. I'm still on Isaac Street.
Okay. 1 moment.
All right. Because I'm like, I hate to say this, but out west, out here, out west in the United States, has the worst healthcare I've ever dealt with in my life. I just want to let you know.
Okay. So here's what we can do. It looks like you used to see Christian
Yeah.
Sheriff, which he has left.
Okay.
But we can, I think I can get you in with one of the covering providers.
That's fine.
I was corrected. There is an OBGYN that does come to Intermountain Healthcare.
Oh.
And they use our office space.
Okay.
So I don't know if your insurance requires that you get a referral.
I think it requires I get a referral, unfortunately. I do use Nevada insurance.
Okay, here's what I'd like to do. I'm going to get you in at the next appointment we can with covered provider. At the same time, before we hang up, I'm going to give you that number to the OBGYN, and you can call them and see if they have to have one.
Okay. If I'm hoping. If not, it's like shoot.
Did they do any imaging or anything?
Yeah, because I really believe that because I would like to see the imaging. I am just been freaking out, and now I'm starting to gain weight, and I'm thinking, am I having like a mass of something growing? And every month I'm gaining about 2 pounds a month. You know what I mean? And it's kind of freaking me out. You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, sometimes not knowing anything makes your mind race and wonder and make things up.
You're right. Absolutely. You know what? You see where I'm at. I love you for that. Thank you.
Totally get it.
Oh.
So I'm going to give you her first available. Her name is Adriana, but it's not till June, I believe. So that's why I'm going to give you the number also.
That's a bit far away. Do you guys think for closer? In this, before it becomes raging summer. Let me tell you this. I'm gaining 2 pounds a month, and I'm going to go, okay, I'm trying to figure out, am I going to look pregnant, or am I going to sit there and go, I'm not pregnant, they're not telling me nothing type thing. It really looks bad on your guys' side. I'm just putting it out there. It's not like I'm a big woman.
So let me explain to you what's going on. We just lost our provider, Christian, that we used to see. So we're following providers that are contracted with your insurance.
Okay.
We do have some fill-ins, and we may have other dates opening up. And so that's why I'm saying I'm going to give you the number to the OBGYN as well.
Okay.
And you can call them and see if you do actually have to have that. But let's get you on the books anyway. The first available is going to be 6/24 with Adriana. And would you want a morning or an afternoon?
I want morning.
Okay. And which hospital did you go to? Which ER?
I didn't go into well, I went over to the one here in Pahrump. There's only one in Pahrump.
Okay. So it was Desert View?
Yeah, that's a crappy place too. You know, they stuck me. They stuck me. I had blood flowing everywhere except the tubes. And then my arm hurt for hours afterwards.
All right, I'm gonna send a request over for your records.
Okay. All right.
Do you remember when you went?
I went. Shit. It was beginning. It was in April. It was in April. Yeah. Because I wait every couple weeks to go because I get such a bad taste in my mouth. I got to rinse it out because you're out west is like hoping to God that they can find their asshole, let alone, find a problem I'm dealing with. I think I'm dying, but that's okay. Hey, I got cancer, but they don't give a flying fuckaroony. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I really do. With you guys out west, I feel like I'm not taken care of.
Okay, so I put you in. You're gonna come and see Adriana on June 24th. I can put you on the cancellation list as well.
That'd be wonderful.
I'm gonna do that. What is the best number to reach you?
At 775-910-2001.
Okay, and then let me give you. Do you have a pen and paper?
I'm right here. I'm waiting for your beautiful number.
Okay, it's Dr. Norton. It's 702-933.
Oh, 002?
Well, they come here.
I got a question. Is that you're starting a 3-digit number with a 0, not a 7 or a 9?
702.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. 7. Okay, I was like, is it 702? Okay, what's the other one?
933.
And the last 4?
6400, and that's Dr. Norton.
Oh, Dr. Norton. I heard he's good.
And you never did say what day you were at the hospital.
I don't remember. I really I do have here. You know what? I do have one of my the things for my armband. Let me see if I kept that here. Yeah, I got my armband. Don't give the actual date. See, I'm smart. There we go. So I can help you out because it does help you out with getting that. It was the first day. It was the first day of it was April 1st. I can even tell you the time probably. No, it doesn't have the time.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Stefania, I'm going to go ahead and ask for your record.
All right.
I'm going to put you on the cancellation list to see if they can get you in sooner. Someone from the office, from actually the doctor's, right in their office area, they may be able to do it. It's just where I'm sitting, I can't.
Aw.
But I'm good.
Yeah, because I'm freaking out. I know it sounds like, it's probably something really small, really easy. But no, I'm a Fruit Loop and I'm freaking out and I'm gaining weight and I'm going, I spent all this time, 2 years losing weight and I'm suddenly gaining weight without eating nothing pretty much. I mean,
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm like, okay, is it getting bigger? And I know I have other things going on with age, that my age, when you have they're like, I call them inside your uterus, you get blood pimples, but they're called something else. They're sacks of blood is what they are. And that's what I have, but this isn't feeling like sacks of blood. This is feeling like a little bit different. And I really would like to have an ultrasound to find out what the F is going on. I am so scared. Sometimes I think, am I going to die? Should I get a something going on, and I'm like freaking out. So, yeah, I've been just really scared, thinking that I'm not going to have long to live.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm putting you on that cancellation list right now, and then you've got that appointment on the 24th of June. And in the meantime, call that OBGYN and ask if you actually have to have. You may not, for OBGYN, you may not have to have
Referral.
a referral. Mhm.
Thank you so much. I'm going to call them right after I'm done with you so I can talk with them.
All
You
right.
guys, you have been wonderful, and I've been an absolute Karen. I'm sorry if I've been
I'm
Karen.
sorry.
I'm sorry if I've been too Karen. If I've been Karen, you know, I'm so sorry.
No, you're
I've been under stress.
Thank you for that. That made me laugh.
Aw, at least I made someone laugh.
I
You
love
have
it.
you have a wonderful day, my goddess. Mwah. All right.
Okay, thank you. You take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right. So I did take care of that. I don't know what's going on with my body. I don't want to say I'm this, I don't want to say I'm that, but I want to say I don't know what's going on when I'm gaining 2 pounds a month. I'm like, fuck, where the oh shit, you know? I work hard on what I have, and I don't want to, you know. So let's give them a call. Let's keep it. Uh, so let me get the number 70 933 6400. All right.
Office hours are Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The office does close for lunch Monday through Thursday between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Office hours on Fridays are 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
So it looks like I'm going to have to call Monday, which is fine. I don't like leaving messages because it's just a pain in the butt. I got that. So I am going to put up here. Oh, fuck. I painted stuff that's hard to, well, fuck, I'll put it on. Here, I'll get it. Oh, so yeah, I've started to get like this weird headaches and back pain and all these other things going on. And I'm like, all right, you know, I'm not feeling up to par. And I'm like, what is going on with me? Because I go, doctor, I need an ultrasound. Whoa, they act like it's a fucking special fucking machine, but the big donut crap hole is way more expensive to use. So I said, sometimes I just feel a little pressured. I feel this, and then I don't think this is a real good, you know, thing, but I went to use it, and I'm getting some stuff going on, and it freaked me out. And I think my cancer is getting bigger. Like it's got things going on. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. Oh, yeah. They want to put me for June. This is typical for here in Pahrump. If you want anything, expect 4 to 5 months to wait for something that you can go over, like my friend did. You know what she said? By the time I went to visit my family back east over in New York, I went and got and seen my old doctor. And it took them about a half an hour to get everything done. I was still in the waiting list on in Pahrump. You know, like I had a really good Dr. Christian. He was really good. And now it's like we don't have him. And uh, and I said, you know, I the only thing I have, I just really I've been in a lot of I I fucking cry at I fart and I cry. And I'm like, there's something going on with me. And I ask doctors and I get no answers here. It's like they're tight lipped. So I went and I thought, wow, you know, Oh, I want to check something on my phone. No, 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 no. Oh, my life is just getting so much more funner. So anyway, I have my PayPal account down below. Help yourself to that. I have not been paid from. Oh, so I'm like, okay, and you're like, ah, there. I'm just looking on here, seeing what I can find. Live streaming. Okay, so I'm like, what is going on with me? I do not drink a whole lot, but when I do, it's a lot, and I don't want to hurt anything or hurt any, it's like I don't know what I have going on because the doctors are playing a fucked up game here. I mean, they really are. I really am getting scared. And when I felt, well, I'm going to go and talk with a healthcare provider. And they're really like, it's like, really? So I will talk to a doctor Monday. Hopefully it isn't I they got a doctor here. Oh shoot. That is so bad. I'm going to tell you, he needs to retire. He really does. He's stuck in the 1950s. He's like one of those doctors who's overly tan, really tan. Like he sprayed it on, but it's real tan from probably golfing. And Richter, do not go to Richter. Oh no. So I'm just like wondering if I'm dying or not. Am I dying? I got a heartbeat going on here, but it shows. Um, I'm just like curious if what's going on with my body because I'm not getting any answers, and I'm told by the emergency doctor told me 5 times. I mean, I actually said, God, he's telling me a lot. He told me twice before, and then he told me 3 times before I left, and then I'm like, oh boy, he must have seen something he thought that was worthy of saying because even they were saying that looked like there's something there. Yeah. So, they don't want to sit there and say it's this and have it to be something else. So I feel that I don't know what's going on with me. And I'm having the doctors have suddenly become tight-lipped and weird. When I started saying, I want an ultrasound, they acted like I was asking them for a trip to the fucking moon. What kind of health is this out here? You come out west and you go, wow, it's sunny, it's great. Oh, I got an emergency. Ugh. You got opiates? You'll be fine here. They give it out in a truckload. But if you have a health problem and you come out west, it is so scary. It really is. It is really scary. I've never been scared in my life where I thought that the doctors didn't give a shit. I really do. I really felt that the doctors put my health on the line because they didn't tell me hardly anything. I felt scared and I really try to implore people, Don't go out west if you're not healthy. If you're not healthy, then stay back east because you get better health care. But then let me tell you a story of my dad and how he died. Mhm. My dad lived in Michigan. It gets 60 to 50 below zero because we're right next to Quebec. We're next to we're next to the Canadians. Eh? Yeah. And they got a lot of cold air, and we get that frigid Arctic air every so often. And this happened. My dad literally choked on his own blood. He died because the machine, in order to help him live, was down the fucking street and it was 60 below zero and they couldn't bring it out. Because if they would have brought this special machine out and put it in a vehicle, oh yeah, it's just like you move to a place that is so cold, you die because of that. But then if you move out here out west, you die because the doctors don't know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah. Because I've had people say, the doctors kept saying, X-ray, 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 because it's more expensive. Give it, boom, boom, boom. But then when you go, ultrasound is just as easy. In fact, I don't know what the deal is. They make a big deal about ultrasound being the hardest thing. That's the only thing I can say that Richter has in his office is an actual ultrasound machine. Thank God for Norton. I mean, I don't know. I heard about him. They said he's pretty good. He's very business. He doesn't look at the age. He probably is the most open-minded. But I like to know why the hell I don't even have sore boobs and all that stuff, but I have other stuff going on. Is there a way the doctor says there's new surgeries in which you can clear out your problem. I am in there's times I'm not in pain. It's severe discomfort, like something's there moving and being there. I don't know what's going on with my body. So I'm like, so could you do an ultrasound? They act like it's the act of God that they have to bring this ultrasound out of fucking heaven. Yeah, you go out west, you just pray, dear God, please let me not get sick because these fuckers don't know what they're doing. Oh, yeah. And they actually had Richter, who said to one of my friend's kids that, you know what, she was fucking throwing up and sick from the birth control pills. Oh, it's just like we got to figure out. I never had that. I never had a doctor give me bad birth control pills where I'm fucking puking up somewhere. A Richter, when you have certain things happen where you go, okay, if you have a doctor that goes, yep, we'll give you, take your ovaries out, take it out. And that's what one doctor said here, take out the ovaries and have it taken out. And I'm like, well, is there something wrong with my ovaries? There's nothing wrong with my ovaries. Okay, there's nothing wrong except giving me a period. There's nothing wrong with my ovaries, but he wants to take it out. Why would a doctor want to take it out? Because they want to make money. And my insurance company calls me up. This is through Nevada Healthcare. And they say, there's a lot of charges from this last doctor. Have you seen him? And I said, I haven't seen him in almost 2 years now. And they're like, you're kidding me. No, he's charging my insurance company because no one goes to him no more. So they're charging my insurance company. And I said, I don't go to him no more. I said, I quit going to him. I go to a different doctor. And there's no other doctor that's affiliated with him. Why is he charging my insurance company? So every so often I get a letter from my insurance company. I send them back what I, know well, that I have not seen him in over 2 years. I do not know why he would charge an insurance company when I have not been physically there. And I said, I don't even think you remember what I look like. And that's why I said, ask him what I look like. I said, I'm blonde hair, blue eyed. There's no way, you can mix it up or, purple hair, blue eyed. So I had, I guess you could say, I have heartbeats all the fuck all over me, man. I'm just like an alien. Okay, that's mine. $95 because I'm pissed. It works pretty good, you know. Shows it for a while though. Then yeah, I got things that are, and I still have my period. I had my period this last month. I had a period. I had my own period, and I'm like, well, I'm not having sex with anybody, so I'm not using birth control right now. I'm off birth control. I did pick up my birth control at the I did pick up my birth control, and I'm just figured out that they can use I'm just like, I'm not into any relationship right at this moment, but I'm wondering what the hell. So I know that. Oh, let me take this off. Maybe it'll just show up better on the screen. Let me see. It just shows up. I don't know what's going on with me. I bought this just so I can hear what's going on in my body. And I didn't think it would, I thought, oh, you can hear stuff, and it just is for a heartbeat. And I'm like, oh, fuck, you can't, it's not like a stethoscope. Weird. Really weird. I mean, and a lot of doctors, don't care for this. From what I heard, this woman went on. I hate to say this. I hate to give while you're using this to give a talk, but not just sit there and talk for 15 minutes. You're got to forward through the thing, and go, I'm not getting the information I want. The main thing, I'm like, I think this is too cheap to be very accurate. I think that I have cancer. And I thought, I told friends of mine, I think I said, maybe I'm dying. Maybe I should just, take care of stuff. But no. So I'm just sitting here, waiting for things to get better. And it's just got worse. I quit my job because I really couldn't look at myself in the mirror. And I couldn't believe the fact that, I guess you could say the fact that a lot of people don't really get it, Yeah, I seen a guy, it was like a male doctor, that not doctor, nurse from the coalition, and I'm like, oh no, I don't think he can help me. He can't even help himself. That's how I feel. If someone is that big and they don't know health wise what they're doing, you're like, just don't think that they're all there. Because boy, he doesn't want to know what I was thinking. I was like, shit, man, I'm like, SOL. That's what I thought. I'm SOL. I really did. I thought it was SOL. I looked at him. I'm like, really? You're a nurse? You're morbidly obese. Unfortunately, I can't see getting help from somebody who can't help themselves. And yes, I would say something to a nurse if they came in, and I've said things to people who were, yeah, I'm not the happiest person in dealing with the healthcare here, because if you're morbidly obese and you're in a healthcare system, you should be embarrassed. And I don't even apologize for that. I'm not even sorry for that. You're in a healthcare area, you're in a healthcare place, you should be healthy. You shouldn't be big. You're a nurse. You should be healthy. I mean, a little punchy. Okay. I just walked away. I didn't even, I'm like, walked away. I'm like, nah, I don't even want to see a guy. And I said, no, I told the lady I didn't want to see a guy. I would, I just walked away. Yep. And I get it. Everyone needs a job and stuff, but I can't see a healthcare person who's morbidly obese. It's just not in my whole idea. I cannot do it, and I'm not in that kind of thing to go, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see someone who is, oh shit. And he was big. He was really big, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna be happening. Mm-mm, not anytime soon. So I have been looking into ultrasounds because of the fact that I myself am in a predicament of what's going on with my body. I'm playing fun games, but it's really sucks. So I know a friend, and I'm going to go and text him and ask him, I know you're off today. Could you give me some? Oh, he gave me the info already. Shoot, shoot, shoot. So I think I exited out. That's what I think. I'll have to look because certain things I keep, and I'm going to have to ask him to do that because I thought I had a job. I just couldn't do that no more. And I'll just have to deal with being home. I'd rather be home than and work and make money than sell snake oil. And then that's how I felt. When you are selling a product that is um, uh, not what you call not on the up and up. Nothing was on the up and up, to be honest, factual thing in dealing with that. So you're like, okay, I'm selling snake oil. I really was. It was snake oil to the only people they sell, old people, really old people who could barely make it. And this one old lady told me a story that just about if it was fake, man, it just freaked me out. Uh I was told by an older lady that they had bought $400 worth of ink that was supposed to go for a year's supply of their ink, and they were told that the 30 days. It was 30 days. And it cost them so much they had to borrow money from family to buy ink because they couldn't run their thing. They couldn't get their money back from the company. And it was Kelly's. And she was like, you know, it was the service that's used for the ink. And it's sad when you get telephone calls that are like, it's, it's a bad company. Do not buy ink from the telephone ever. Ever. They call you, just hang up. Don't even give them a chance. And it's better that way. Way better. I'm I want to be put on some medication if it's going to help out. If there's something going on with me, because I've been going through so much stress, and the stress is literally making me sick. So I've been playing around, because when you start gaining 2 pounds a fucking month and you're trying to go, okay, I went and exercised and got down to 140. Well, it was 141. And I was 145. And I was like, okay, and then it was just feeling like crap. And it was one day I said, well, they got these Doppler things. Try it out. And it gets my heartbeat real good. And, I'm like, wow, this is really weird. Yeah, I got cancer cells that got heartbeats. Because that's how I feel. I got cancer that's got heartbeats, and I want to know what's going on. And I said, so can I go and get an ultrasound? And they're like, no, no. Mm-mm. So I'm like, well, should I drink myself to death, or what am I going to do? So I figure I'm not going to drop off my social security card until they get me a job. I let them wait until they call me. I don't feel like going out there today. I had to deal with a guy who, it's like, I just want to deal with somebody who will represent me right. And I just feel that what's going on here is, see, my heartbeat's gone down. Oh, you can't really see. That's weird. I got a different one right on my heart. It's 146. That's weird. 148, 152, 143, 151, 157, 165. See if I can get one here. Shit, I got a heartbeat here. I got a heartbeat here. Woo, I got 2 hearts. See here, Pahrump, man? Let me tell you this. If you have to get something done, you do not want it in Nevada. It's out west. Anything out west, you just pray and hope that you'll make it alive. Yeah, 101. I put it on my leg, nothing. Nothing on my, nothing. Not a fart. My other leg, nothing. $76. No, 190. When you first throw it, sometimes it goes 191. I'm like, I have a heartbeat of 191. I'd be dead. What the hell? 191? 193? See, put it in my, I'll just say what they are. You don't believe me? Fuck it. I think it's hilarious. Oh, now it says 79. Oh, now my, so I was told 5 times by the ER doctor, 5. And I counted them. I'm like, I think maybe he forgot and he just want to make sure that I actually did take care of business. Answer, am I dying? I don't know what's going on with me. And for the longest time, I thought I was dying. And I'm like, well, I really, I get what I asked for, I guess, and I'm like, okay, so doctor, what's going on? Go to OBGYN. That's all he said. That is all I got, is to go to OBGYN. Yay! That's it. I've been here 5 hours and you tell me to go to OBGYN. Get no answers, nothing new that I already don't know or already know. So why not tell me that they think, and I guess they've been sued so often that I guess if you're like a person who would want to have children and you find out you're that you have like blood boils in your, you got something other than a child. But I got a confusion, of the whole array of being, who I am, and I'm just a woman who wants to know what's going on. What is going on with my body? I should not be gaining weight if I am burning more calories than what I'm taking in. Really. That's the whole thing. That's how you gain weight. You take in more calories than what you burn, so you gain weight. I shouldn't be gaining even a pound a month. I'm gaining about 2 a month. And I'm like, wow, that's weird. I mean, and it's not like it's stopping. All right. I don't know if whatever I have, it sometimes moves. You're not being told what's going on. It's like they're almost afraid to say anything. So you're like, I would like an ultrasound. I really would. Yeah. And you're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. You're like, damn. So I'm now, this has been going on for 3 months. And I'm like, well, what's going to happen? At least I feel a little bit better that I got a phone number to call for Monday. And I'm like, what the hell? I just don't know what's going on at all. And I feel the need for knowledge. I know you called 4 times, you bugged me. So I'm like, what do I have going on in my body? Because on the average fact, like my friend said, even the cheaper ones when she was pregnant, she said they're pretty accurate. She says the other ones just don't get hurt, you can clear them out easier. These ones you almost have to wait a while for some reason. It's really weird. I usually take the batteries out and try to let it stay without batteries for a bit and see how it goes with that. But I'm like, wow. I now have I now have more than one heartbeat on my body. So I've been invaded. I got invaded by an alien. So I'm like, because I did all the blood tests and everything. They said negative for pregnancy. Why is all this coming up? I don't know. Go to the OBGYN. You don't tell me. I seen no x-rays. They didn't even show me any x-rays. I didn't even get to see any x-rays. Yeah. First time I ever went to a place that did not show me my x-rays was this time when I asked about what was going on with me. So, and now I'm feeling even worse. I wish people would just not text me if they have nothing to say. They do. Hi. So, I seen this one guy and I'm like, no, I'm not going to go and have this person who probably doesn't even take care of themselves, let alone, I was like, nope. I wanted to talk to a woman. I didn't, it just didn't put me out as being, so I was like, no, I'm just, you know what? I would just talk to an OBGYN. And that's what I was told. I was told to talk to an OBGYN 5 times by the ER doctor. That was the one thing. He was really nice. And I've seen him a couple times, but he told me, go to an OBGYN. And I said, what are they going to do? You know what they are. OBGYN deals with kids, but he must have seen something. Something must have been, usually when you deal with them, you go, oh, fuck, you just hope to God that they aren't going to. First of all, when I see a doctor, this is how I evaluate the doctor, how they treat you as a human being. Are they going to sit and put a number on you and an age on you and go, okay, at this age, you should be this, at this age. And I do get that a lot. And I go, I understand. It is my body. But because you guys are so weirded out and doing ultrasounds, it makes me think something else is happening, because I will guarantee it, I'll name all my doctors that I go to, which I did. I went to Richter, and he's just he wants to give you, you're how old? Well, it's about time from that new whatever, so I need this. I also I went for this interview thing where you talk with, give them the whole thing, it's like, and I'm like, yeah, um, yeah, after seeing the nurse that was to talk with me, I'm like, oh, I just walked away. I was so pissed off. I was really pissed. I couldn't believe how bad it was. Healthcare out west is 20 years behind the times, and it scares me. It really does. It's that scary. Sometimes I think it's almost 30 years behind, because when you go to Michigan, they actually have it where, if you have any bad experience, oh yeah, they're really right up on it. So I'm having a really, really hard time just holding myself together, and without just going, well, end it, because I don't know what's going on. And when you sit down and you watch your stomach and it moves on its own, yeah, it actually moves on its own now, moves. The thing, if you could see it, you could see little bits of movement, nothing big. It's only three, I've only dealt with having they said I have two really big, they're like considered like cysts. That's what the word is, cyst. So I have to remember doing a cyst. Cysts these are blood cysts. He said I have two real big blood cysts that are really huge, and that I can have them taken out in some way to make the comfort better. So what I got to go in there and tell them that I need a ultrasound, because I'm getting pain from these blood cysts, and I would like to know what's going on, because now they got a fucking heartbeat. Fucking assholes. Yeah, you come out here, you go, God, please don't let me die, because these fuckers don't know how to, they just make me cry. They just don't know how to deal with this shit. Well, I'm the doctor here, and we're going to put you in for 1 million tests, and we're going to give you any answers. That's what you expect. Could you do an ultrasound and be so, no, I'm the doctor. So if you go in the ER and just hope to God you make it out. And hope to God that they give you the whirly bird and you leave. Because if you have a doctor who doesn't want to tell you what he thinks off the record, go, hey, off the record, I think this, but I won't agree with you if you ask me in front of everyone. I think you need to go to an OBGYN, like yesterday. But because the medical here out west sucks balls really bad, I wouldn't even, I tell people don't go with a doctor when you go for OBGYN, go for something like a woman caregiver, who can help, shit, what is it called? Something else. I'm like wondering what's going on, with my body. Because, okay, I understand I'm getting older, but usually people don't have certain, how can I say this? We don't have, if you take good care of your body, you don't have certain problems, like high blood pressure and stuff like that. But when I was overweight, the biggest thing I had was apnea. And when you lose the weight, you just get, you know, lost skin. But me, I got a perfect stomach. It's just I got extra skin. I literally have extra skin. I do have it, and in order to look perfect, I would have to pull up my stomach like this, like this. I can show a perfect stomach. But because I have to have some surgery to have some taken off, it's like I can see, because I have extra skin I'm holding up here. Perfect stomach. Look at that. See, this is my extra skin. I'm pulling it up. And I could tell that my side profile is getting bigger. And that's if you're not eating a lot, which I'm not. I usually eat my diet shakes and other stuff. Why am I gaining weight? I'm exercising 2 hours a day and I'm still gaining weight. And now I got heartbeats. Hey, we can do and play. I think this has been so. Let's try it out because, all right, there we go. See, it'll show nothing. And I'm like thinking, wow, I got some cancer cells that remind me of when yeah, I was like, oh boy, that's different. So doctor, what should we do? Big X-ray. And he told me that he knows what he told me in the ER. He knows how my body works, but he doesn't live in my body. Do you get my idea? When I have a doctor who does that, be very scared because usually they listen, they go, okay, you don't know what's going on. You are an older lady. Yes, I may look younger, but I don't understand why they do not want to do ultrasounds. It's a lot easier on your body than x-rays. Really. I don't care what they fucking say. It's money. That's what they're looking at, the bottom line. So I am going to go. I got to go to the welfare office and tell them I need food and I need money and I'm looking for a job. I went to the coalition and I got to stop. So I got more stuff to do. My life sucks. It sucks. It sucks, 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 sucks. So let me, yeah, I waited about a month. I'm to that point where I don't know if I should just cry at a doctor's office and say, you guys suck. Or I went and I did what the ER doctor said 5 times. Go OBGYN. See what they say. Now, I don't want to go to Richter because let's just be honest. That guy needs to retire. Yesterday. Treats women horribly. Really. And tells everyone, take your ovaries out. You're 45. He told a 45-year-old. Yeah, I hear shit about him. We all talk about him. I talked to people, a 45-year-old woman and I were waiting in line at the grocery store. And I happened to be talking on the phone with somebody about Richter. And she goes, I had him. He's horrible. She was, I think 40 at the time. He told her to go get a hysterectomy. Do you understand as a doctor, when you tell a woman to go to get a hysterectomy, how it affects the body in the long term? If you don't need to have it taken out, there's nothing bad with you. Do you know what happens? Oh, it's shit for shingles. My grandmother said, have a doctor that ever tells you to get a hysterectomy, and you talk to other doctors and they tell you that you're fine. Now, I talked to somebody from Planned Parenthood about 2 years ago, and I was told to them that I could not have no more children. The only way I can have children is through the act of God, because through all the information that Richter did print out and give it to me, and he told me I couldn't have children, it had to be an act of God. I really didn't need any birth control, because the only way I'm going to get pregnant is through that 1%, and it can happen. So I said, okay, I don't want to get a hysterectomy because what was he said, it'd make your life easier. You know what made my life easier? Losing weight. But then I got to see a lot more around me. I lost weight on my eyes and ears, so it was a win-lose. I won in the fact that health-wise I'm better. But I have a health reason happening now, and I'm like getting scared, because if I have something that can cause me, and yes, I did look on I looked on WebMD because of the fact that I'm getting scared and I'm alone. I have nobody here right now. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I don't have nobody. I just don't have nobody here with me right now to be here for me. So now I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my body and everything, because I'm starting to feel like there's something more there, and it's dealing with it, not some doctor in the ER or somebody, I'm the one living with this. I'm the one that's dealing with this, and I'm going, what the fuck is going on? Do I have to have an operation, or something simple? Is it something that can be remedied? Something that is something quite simple, because I've never, ever in my life felt more fear of my life and my how can I say this? Being who I am, I'm now fear going to the doctor because of living out west, because the doctors suck so bad. They pushed opiates like you could not believe. No, I don't want opiates. I tell them. They look at me and I go, I come here because I actually have a problem. If I go to the fucking doctor, I got a problem. I'm not trying to waste your time. Don't waste mine. Don't sit there and try to put an IV in me that you don't know how to put in, because if you put an IV in and it hurts, you don't know how to do it. Yeah, ER did that. I'm like, oh shit, that hurts. When you can't even move the line, you want to take the fucker off because it hurts so bad. So anyway, now I'm going to have to go to the welfare office. I cannot sell crap. And I cannot take advantage of old people who don't need that. It scares me. If you're that person, that's a scary thing. So anyhow, I I'm to that, I don't know what's going on. If I'm dying, if I have cancer, if I have some type of whatever what if I have a cancerous thing that just kind of moves around, Because at this moment, I'm thinking, what do I have that suddenly has a heartbeat? And not suddenly, it's had a heartbeat. And now, whenever I was pregnant with, I used to joke with Devin, when I was pregnant with you, I could feel your heartbeat in my right here. I could just feel it. It was really weird. I'm starting to feel that now. And it's like, do I have something bad going on where it's just trying to tell me that I'm dying? So I'm going to look into a dying will just in case, but I don't think I have, I'm wondering what's going on. I have doctors tell me to go to an OBGYN, and I'm thinking, are they going to tell me to get a hysterectomy? Are they going to tell me there's something else going on? I want to hear it because I don't know what's going on. I was told by a doctor here that I needed a hysterectomy, and this is on file and everything. Richter said that I needed a hysterectomy, that I had cancer. He told me, he lied to me as a doctor and said I had cancer. And I said, are you what? I have cancer? No, he said, oh, no, 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 you don't have cancer. You have the possibility of a certain percentage to have cancer. And I said, usually that's in overweight women. He goes, yeah, you're overweight. And I was. And so if I lost weight, would that be better? And he goes, I don't think you have a possibility of ever losing weight. That day, I started a whole new diet. And Richter and my next door neighbor, well, my ex next door neighbor, who told me that I was morbidly obese, and they said a bunch of other stuff that wasn't too nice. So I am not smoking weed right now because I have to head out. I got to go to the welfare department, and I got to go to, I'm still waiting on a lot of stuff. I've been extremely stressed about everything. My ex said he would sign the divorce papers, which I'm kind of wondering. Yeah. So I'm like thinking I don't know if this is fucked up and just giving out heartbeats for everything, but it's only in certain areas of my body. My heart and down here, in parts, like right here, here, and here. I get a nice heartbeat going on. I want to hear what the doctor has to say about that. Because I'm thinking, wow, this is weird. So I gotta go and look for I guess you'd say my Social Security card. I'm wondering where it's at. Yeah, here it is. I don't keep it in my wallet no more. I had a friend who used to keep all her stuff, and she got her identity stolen because her wallet was left or lost or something, and she had her Social Security card, and you don't want to lose that. Thanks for the. So I will call the doctor on the phone, and you can hear it. I think that's going to give me a little more. I don't like to be mean to anybody, but I also have learned that with doctors, you have to stand up for yourself. You really do here. You have to learn to talk the talk and walk the walk. And I'm still learning it. Oh God, something moved inside me and I don't know what it is. My alien baby. I went outside yesterday. I just thought, woo wee, it looked like a cross out there. So I just said, ooh, let me go and check out that. And I just lost 5 hours. And then I looked on my cell phone. Man, we partied like there was no tomorrow. I think I'm pregnant with an alien baby. No, I just want to find out what's going on and why would I have heartbeats? And this is the question. Why would I have heartbeats down here? Why? Is it just coming from here? It would be in the 70s. So I'm like, yep, 124. 124. One. That's one. That's a real strong one, this one. I'm just looking because apparently um I have cysts that now have heartbeats. I still have periods. I just had my period last weekend. I just tell people, hey, I'm on my period. Because if you have an episode, it's not good to say you having it on yourself. You just have your period. Yeah, I got another heartbeat here. It's real strong. 134, 131, 128, 122, 114, 129, 148. Just going 170, 189. Wow. It's like weird. I just watch it and just go up and down, up and down. 191, 189. It stops. So I'm like, well, that's weird. Oh well, it's probably just a cheap thing. I probably got big old cancer cells just waiting to eat me up. That's the reading I did showed cancer, and I didn't want to talk about it. So I was going to do another tarot reading, and we can do some tarot reading and before I leave because I got to go to the welfare office. Lucky me. Yay. So let's ask it. Will we find a problem to my affliction, to my medical problem? What's going on medically wrong? Will we find a problem? Because good Lord, I'm just like, oh, like they say, like my grandma said, well, if you are pregnant, like she would say to my mom when she was pregnant first with my brother, she was about my age now. My mom got pregnant she was 52 or 50, about the same age as me. She got pregnant in her 50s, and they could not find that she was pregnant. She went a long time. This is before ultrasound and all that stuff. That's all new that we're dealing with, the ultrasound. And finally, it was like, she started showing. That's the only reason. I tell you, you go up back east, they would have already found out she was pregnant. I don't know if it's because we get older and we're not showing. I don't know if I have a tubal pregnancy or if I don't have a pregnancy and I'm just feeling weird and I'm just dealing with the heartbeat thing is what freaks me out. And I'm like, what is the deal with the heartbeat thing, you know? Okay, so here we are. We're going to ask if we could find an answer to my medical problem because it is a medical problem now. It is growing at a rate that scares me. It is growing that scares me. If it's not a baby, I'm like, okay, what is it? Is it a cancer growth that is really big? So let's find out. Got star, um, garden, mice is worry. Then we have letters, ring, sun, child, snake. You could be a doctor. There's female doctors, and trust me, I've dealt with some female doctors that this one female doctor told me, why do you think I should give you birth control? I go to Planned Parenthood, I get it free there too. You can either give it here and I can have my insurance give you the money, or I can go to Planned Parenthood. So what do you want? She goes, oh, how many did you want? And do you want it 3 in a pack? That's, you got to, out west, the doctors are almost to the point where they scare me. Like they think they're fucking gods. And you know what? I got news for you, motherfuckers. You are not God. I got a lot of family who's been in the medical field and they got that God attitude, and I'm not too crazy about it. So let's go, and we're going to be talking about, this is on wishes. Yeah, I wish to get better. So let's find out what's going on with me. Okay, I wish to get better. I like this. That's what I like about this chair. It actually, where you can open up, you know, and all right, now we're dealing with stars, 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 stars. It's wishes. Stars are always with wishes. And I love that because, you know, when you have a wish, it could be to get a new boyfriend, to get a new life, be happy. That's what I want. I want to be happy. It's the best thing. So we're going to go with the first row and sun. And the sun is dealing with wish granted, achievement. So it's a wish grant and achievement. Good. Letter. News you're hoping. So it should be news that they can fix me up and patch me up like a car. You know, we just give it an oil change and, you know, give it lubed up and you're good. So, you know, this is also a message from above. Yeah. I feel like crap. All right. And then we got snake. I do not like snake. Dangerous investor, big jealousy, and financial issue. Yeah, I went through financial issue. So, then we have here, you do something. I'm going to cover this up because we have here, this is garden, public event, social media, you know, it's like a public event. People are taking pictures and putting it on their social media. We got mice. Mice is a worry card. It's a small wish, stressful desire, fear of looking bad, you know. But this is my favorite card. Let me talk about the star card. The star card is my favorite because I love, you know, like the wishing upon the star type thing. So I like to, where would that be? 16. Stars is a sign of hope, confirming that you're on the right path. Pray that the clouds are far away. They can alter your fortune from the bright one to a dark one. I use stars in my cards for networking. So it's you know, how can I say? You go online, networking. All right, let's look up child. This is child. It's a third row. This is what's going to happen in the probably around Monday or whatever when they put me in, because I get to find out if I have cancer that's fucking moving around my body. I mean, I'm like, what the hell's going on? So this is going to give me an answer, and we'll do another one because it's a small 9-card reading, So we're going to go over here. It's just this great start, a great start. All right. And we have a ring. That usually means that, maybe I'll find a job. Honor. It's just honor, I'll get a job and I'm going to get honor, I don't know. Birds. Successful interview. Yay. Okay. So I got to get going. I'm going to go to use the little girl's room real quick. I'm really excited about this one. I like this. I'm going to take it a picture and put it out on my Twitter account. You can follow me on Twitter. I have a good look. I don't think that I could sell a product that I myself couldn't use at home. If I don't use it at home, or it's not like I'm buying a jock strap or we're selling men's stuff. We're selling ink that is crap. I wouldn't sell this ink to my next door neighbor, let alone anyone in Pahrump, even if I hated them. There was a guy I worked with. He was the biggest asshole. He'd be the only one I would sell to. Really. I gotta go poop. Not poop, but I gotta go tinkles. And it'll be real quick and I'll be back. I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to see something because I know that the other doctor will be cool. If you call a psychic and ask them if to tell them about pregnancy, they'll usually tell you they can't do that. Oh, it's only 111. That. And I'm going to tell them that I need SNAP and stuff because I'm not working at all. I did stop by the coalition, so I got to go to the coalition and then the welfare office. I'm just tempted to say, well, put me, to do hard labor. I don't care. But I don't know what's going on with me health wise. And that's the reason why I'm not pushing my body, because I'm now getting headaches. I'm getting headaches, severe headaches that I'm like, oh boy. Mm. So I'm going to go and hopefully get some more help, because I cannot sell snake oil. So I'm going to say I just can't get a job. So I'm expecting them to go, well, it's your cyst, that you have there. And I go, my cysts don't have fucking heartbeats to move around. I don't lay on my back, and I've had horrible sleep, not because of my bed. My bed is fucking awesome. It's because I go to lay down and I get in that certain position, and suddenly I wake up with pain. Yeah, something like moved or something, and then you're like, wow, that's my cysts are moving around. Oh Lord, what's happening to me? 3 months ago I was healthy as shit. Now it's like I'm dying. I'm like, shit. We don't do no douche. Even though you find a problem, it was just going to keep going around in circles over and over and over. That's how you feel. Doctor, I want an ultrasound. And they're like, no, we want the big money. We're going to put you in that big donut thing, and we're going to do the. Let me get my card and put it in here so I don't leave it. So, I have this just for this purse because it doesn't fit. It's too long to fit into any of the other purses. So I have it strictly for this one. I have different wallets for different things because it just fits. It's long. I need a smaller Gryffindor one. So yeah. I'm going to get going. I'm just finishing up this, and then what I got to do is head out. I'm going to go to the coalition first and drop, and talk with them. I should probably apologize to that one guy. I'm going to say, I just really wanted a guy, I thought it was going to be a female. And I only feel comfortable talking about that stuff with a female unless it's a doctor with a lab coat and they're looking real professional. And I'm like, so I want to talk with a female more than a male, or have a female there. Yeah. So let's hopefully get this done. And guys, have a good day. I'll be on later tonight. Give me some money down below. All right. Bye. I got to go and go to the welfare office after collision. Yeah.